Hi folks, Pastor John here in this new year with a word to remind you that with God, there is always hope. With God, there is always hope. Now, I'm not sure what kind of year you had in 2014. Perhaps it was a year filled with great joys and victories and celebrations, or perhaps, like myself, it was even filled with great loss, perhaps even the loss of a loved one. And oftentimes as we go through times of loss or pain, we can begin to think, why bother? Why bother serving God? Why bother praying? Why bother going to church? And we can begin to lose all hope whatsoever. But with God, there is always hope. With God, there is always hope. And if there was ever a man that learned that, it was a man by the name of King Jeconiah. We find in the book of 2 Kings and Jeremiah that he was a man that was taken captive. He was exiled to a foreign land. And after being there not simply for 1 year or for 2 years or 3 years, but after being there 37 years, King Jeconiah was finally released from prison. He was given a place of honor. He was given, instead of his prison clothes, a place at the king's table, and he was given rations for the rest of his life. Who would have known? Who would have known that on that 37th year that King Jeconiah would finally be released and given a place of honor? But you know what? God's ways are not our ways. His timetable is not our timetable. His thoughts are not our thoughts. And many are the plans of a man's heart, but it's the Lord's purpose that prevails. Who knows that perhaps this could be your year? Perhaps that area of life where you've given up hope, where you've said, forget about it, it will never take place. Perhaps God's saying, no, this is the year. But whatever it might be, whether it's this year or not, I want to encourage you that with God, there is always hope. And you keep serving God. You keep trusting God. And you keep serving Him. Because with God, there is always hope. And no matter what you and I might go through here and now, God promises us that He loves us. He is always with us, that He is working out something far better for us than we could ever imagine. And He has for us someplace, somewhere beyond this temporary earthly journey, a place in heaven itself that is far better than anything we could hope or imagine. You see, with God, no matter what we go through here and now, there is always hope.